Okay, good morning, y'all, or afternoon, or whatever you're watching this. I hope you are still doing so well and that you are still crushing your goals. And if not, that is okay, because we're gonna find out a way to get back on track together. Guys, we've made it all the way to April, and that's crazy on its own, but crazier, it's almost the end of April. So we are literally approaching the 5th month of this year. That's wild. And this year has been super different from the rest of them, and each year has their own experiences. I'm not sure what kind of season it is for this year, other than a lot of change happening. But change is good. Change can be great. And I hadn't posted this week, even though I had been doing pretty good about it, but I really needed to take that time for myself this week, and especially when I felt like I needed it, because you can't pour from an empty cup. I had got up early like I used to the other day, and I set out for myself to at least spend 1 hour doing something that I enjoy for me. And I had heard that on a podcast, and she said that, actually several people said it, that like you still need things to look forward to in your life, or like novelty, things that excite you still, so that you have you don't burn out just doing work after work with nothing fun to do. I feel like that's an easy way to burn out. So for me, my way of debriefing and taking time for myself was to paint. And I hadn't done that in a while, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And I did make 2 paintings. They're over there in the back, but that was just that quiet time that I got to spend with, just to have to myself. Writing, journaling, that's things that I enjoy. For other people, it could be like surfing. That was random, but if you like surfing, hey, so stuff like that. And I took time out and I said yes to more things, which is something that I've also been working on, is saying yes to more things. Because I know for a season there, or maybe it's been a long time thing that I just didn't really notice before, is that I would say no to a lot of things. I would say no, and because I felt very strict about my time, which you should be, first of all. But there's balance, there's things that you should say yes to, like experiences. It's like, for an example, like my friend, she came over and, she had like scholarship event that they were throwing, and I wasn't dressed. She pulled up and then she was like, do you want to go with me? And so normally I'd be like, no, I'm not ready. But I was like, okay, sure. And I went. And it was really nice to get to be there, because now it's like a memory that I have, or just showing up. And then we ended up going on a hike after that, which that was 2 things that I wasn't expecting to do that day that I said yes to, and I really enjoyed it. Which there's a time and place for everything. There is a time that you're gonna have to work, and being like lazy or unorganized or things like that are not good things, obviously. But I think saying yes to more things is also necessary. Just enjoying the smaller things in life, enjoying the relationships, and enjoying just nature, where you are, being present in everything that you have right in front of you. And I feel like if you don't purposely try to look for the good things in your life, try to look for the blessings in your life, that you're gonna miss them. And that sometimes it's easy to miss them because you can be on autopilot and you're just like, I gotta do this, go. But if you don't ever slow down, at least for like 10 minutes, just slow down and really like look around and look at everything and look at everyone in your life. And because like for me personally, I look around my room and I look out my window and I try to look around at the nature, because I know I'm not gonna have this room next year or maybe ever again. And I know that my time here is limited, and I know that I'm going to be going back home, and I might miss the trees and the nature that we have over here. And I don't want to feel like I wasted that time while I was here just being inside my room all the time, instead of experience it while I have it here. Or if you look around, it's like your same friends are probably not going to be around forever, like, because people move on. People have lives that change a lot. Your parents even, like, cherish them because you don't want to go there. But yeah, or like your siblings are not going to be young forever, or their age forever. You are not going to be young forever. And just being thankful for all these things are like just so important. And I think that also that's something that I've been realizing. Also, first of all, I read this article for marketing, and it was talking about how people who, I don't know if this is off topic, but people that are for more, they feel like they have more financial burden, more pressure. Maybe they were raised that way, they grew up like that they tended to look and compensate more in buying more things, having more stuff, which is like a psychological thing. And marketers know this, so they try to sell you more stuff. And especially the people who are more financially unstable on purpose. So you have that consumerism mindset. And this is something that's been trying to be taught to me for a long time. Don't be a consumer, but be a producer. So like produce more value, produce more, whatever it is that you like to do, produce more of it instead of just consuming it. Especially on social media, you're just taking everything in, but you're never like putting anything out or filling yourself up with the right things. But I'm like, that is so crazy. It kind of made me look at things differently when I'm like thinking about buying things, because then I noticed I did have that mindset of like having more security through things or shopping or buying things. But it's not about things. It's not about things. It's about experiences. It's about life. It's about being here, living life. It's not about having clothes or more things, which there's nothing wrong with that. That should be a goal as well. But like, also just enjoying what you have. And that, like, okay, here's a good example. I had been seeing a lot of people saying that they would wear the same outfit for like years, like all the time basically, which is just basic clothing, so that they don't have to waste their energy and their time trying to decide what to wear and things that aren't important. And you know, as a creative person, as an artist, as somebody who's trying to produce things, that is something that I would feel like, hey, makes sense to me, because, and it's something that I kind of want to try out, but maybe more in just having basic things so that I could save my energy to put them towards things that matter, like my own art things that I'm trying to put together, my spiritual health, my physical health, things like that. So I guess it's like, my point is focus on the things that matter in life, which is just like, because at the end of the day, all these things are going to be gone. They're going to be different. They're going to be changed. But like, the things that you can hold and experience are these memories that you can create and this beautiful life that you can make for yourself. So just work towards that and remember that. So if you're feeling a little bit like you don't have things, or you don't, like, look around at what you do have, and work towards what you do want. Like, I'm not saying don't go for your goals or don't go for things that you want. Like, absolutely, yes, do that. But also slow down and maybe start looking at what you do value and investing and sowing those seeds into other things that do matter. So just think about that today, guys. I do have a a couple more things that I do want to talk about later on this week, and I will be getting into that at a different time. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. Please subscribe and leave me a like. You can also comment down below what you thought, and any comments or feedback that you would like to put, you could put it there. If you're listening on the podcast, thank y'all for supporting me. I would appreciate it if you could leave me a review or follow me on Spotify. Yeah. So thank y'all for everything, and I hope that y'all have such a blessed, good week this week.